to analyze what Majimbo has spoken in Parliament. Mheshimiwa Moses Wetangula, you are my speaker and you have records at your disposal. My first statement in the Parliament was I rejected the finance bill of 2023 because actually fuel, when you increase fuel, you are touching on every part of life. I rejected the finance bill. That is the first thing that I did wrong according to you. Secondly, I went to reject the finance bill of 2024, where Gen Zs died. We had a lot of bloodshed. I said no to it. Because when I went through the finance bill, I saw that the burden with which Kenyans are owned currently does not allow a country to add more burden on it. Thirdly, my party leader, I want to address you because you addressed me. I've chosen to address you in English because you addressed me in Kibukusu, which will be interpreted. The third thing I rejected in Parliament, my party leader, is I rejected the leasing. Your word leasing, me is called selling of Nzoia Sugar Company. You told us that you are leasing Nzoia for 30 years. To a person who is 40 years or 50 years, 30 years more is like selling because he will die before it comes back. And you have not disclosed to Kenyans the agreement, the contract of lease. Maybe after 30 years, he will again extend another 30 years. Or maybe after 30 years, the factory will be dissolved. We are not telling us. Nobody knows that contract, my brother, my party leader. You said, and the agreement was, I've never seen in this country, where the sale of a very, very important item in an institution like Nzoia can be sold on a weekend. The chairman was harassed to come and hand over the factory on Saturday. What was it so bad that you rush and have it sold on Saturday? When now I went to address the issues affecting people who voted for me, the farmers, you told me that the farmers will be paid all their dues. Up to now, as I address this meeting, farmers have not been paid their money. Workers have not been paid their salary. And on top of that, as if adding insult onto injury, they have been given letters to vacate Nzoia Company. In other words, they have been told their contracts are done. The Indian who took over Nzoia Sugar, who bought Nzoia Sugar from government. I want my brother, my party leader, who addressed me in vernacular, to ask the president, because he's a friend to him, on the same soils of Nzoia, the president told us that Rai will either go to heaven, go back to his home, or do what? Or go to jail. Now, the man who was supposed to go to heaven, who was supposed to go to jail, or who was supposed to go back to his Indian country, is the one who bought it from us in Nzoia Sugar, from the soil that the president was speaking. What ironical could that be? You want your member of parliament, Majimbo, to be clubbing and be a choir master to a person like that who doesn't respect his own words? I'm not a type, my party leader. I've chosen to address this issue. You addressed it in vernacular. You are very clever. You chose to hit me in Kibukusu. We have AI, where Kibukusu can be interpreted into English in a matter of a second. That is why I've called here this day to address and ask issues. So if I protected Nzoia Sugar, if I said the finance bill is bad, if I talked against CPC, where a teacher does not understand CPC itself, he even asking himself how exams will be done. The ministry is still confused on how to run CPC, whether it's in primary or secondary. CPC, a program of junior secondary, which must have it. You see, according to us, CBC, they call it, we have junior secondary in primary. What do you call that child who is in primary? If you call him a senior secondary and it's the headmaster of a primary school is the one heading that institution. 80% of the teachers who are teaching on junior secondary are on contracts, while the system is permanent. Those are things when Majimbo asks in parliament, he's against Moses Wetangula. My brother, my elder brother Moses, I have respected you so much. You know that very well. There is no single day I have called a press like now to address Moses. I have been respect him so much. Even after this press statement, I will still respect you so much. But I will kindly ask you to respect me. I am elected by the people of Kabuchai for a term of not 6 years, only 5. Give me my 5 years. These voters will come back again and decide who to give this Kabuchai constituency. But I will be on the ballot. If they choose Majimbo, well and good. I want to thank one good friend, Mheshimiwa Wycliffe Wafula Wangamati, for coming out on press and asking Moses Wetangula to tell Kenyans what he intends to do with Majimbo and my life and my security. Such are friends who stood with me when I was in problems. He stood up and asked him, surely if you say Majimbo must go across, atakufa ama ataenda kufanya ni Uganda. That is not my home. You can see my home here. I don't have such a home in Uganda. I don't have another wife in Uganda. I'm like Kibaki. I have only one wife here. I am not going to Uganda, Moses. I am going to be here and vote. And I'll vote on 27th. And I have my mother here who is old, who will need to vote. I have my wife who will vote. I have my son who will vote and my daughter who will vote. So we have around 7 votes in this home. We are not going to buy fear on this 27th. We are not going to buy fear. Nobody is going to threaten anybody. Election will be done peacefully. I want to give a comment, and this, the IG Kanja should know, that your office, Mr. Inspector General, it has been compromised right from the top up to the location where the OCS is in Kabuchai Chwele. It is compromised in a way that when a Fort Kenya boy comes up, a gang, Fort Kenya gang come up, they attack a person, they beat him and carry that person to the police station as if they are police officers. When they take the police station, the OCS of Chwele police station takes them to Bungoma. The law is very clear, the law that I make. If the mob can arrest you and take to the police station, the law states that you must be rearrested by the police. Yeah, the other day, the able candidate who is running for election in Chwele Kabuchai ward, his driver and his friend were beaten by people in Chwele. They were taken to Chwele police station, where I'm saying that your office, Mr. Kanja, is compromised. When they were beaten, they are bleeding inside the police station. The OCS confirms to us that they were even beaten while they're in the police station. A police station that we have guns, goons go there and beat a person, beat even in the police station. And then what the best thing an OCS can do is to take those people who have been beaten, to give them Panado, and instead of taking them to hospital for treatment, he takes them to Bungoma for custody. We have taken our lawyers today. They have gone to make sure that those boys are released. We are shocked to find that today they are releasing a charge to be taken to court. They say it was a fray. They fought in public. The two who are beaten, they are saying they fought with the who? The police of Chwele. IG, can you tell us? A fray means 2 people, 2 parties fighting. So if you arrest 2 people, and them they are not fighting against each other, they are brothers. They sit in the same car, they move with Eric Wekesa as a candidate. You beat them, then you take them to OCS. We want that case to come to conclusion. We don't want anything else short of the cause of that. So IG, know this, that if in this election that is going down on 27th of November, if you don't up your game, I have here clips and videos which I have sent the DIG personally from my phone to him. He has them. He has even answered me. Honorable former Deputy Governor of Bungoma, Honorable Dr. Ngome, Professor, was beaten and roughed up by the same boys in a funeral in Ichwele. He went to the police station, same Ichwele police station, recorded a statement, he named them. As I chance today, no one has been arrested. Mr. IG, your office, you must sweep that out of your office. I'm ready to move to IPOA and report this case if nothing is taken as a step. Issues that I've said. Wetangula called me in Kibukusu that Majimbo abina. Majimbo abina rie. Na switchire. Papa. Kaba lise nije ne kubinewe kumulyango kwa malewe papa. Walomire mulubuku. Ne papa nije kumulyango ke hongonda. Ndi nzo yabakusisi. Nije kumulyango hongonda. Ndi shase ke hole kasi tabandu keba umia. Nije kumulyango hongonda. Ndi taxi busuru bu finance bili ke nkwisha. Ubwene wenbo unanga liboneke. Papa kubini nene nanu. Majimbo kalasinga mbunge woza alumu bini wota. I want to come out clear. Now, and I don't fear anything. Because Omwami said in the office, if I cut a sea about to wake up for 5 years. That one, Nenya Huechane Heshima. What I did not like from my party leader is that he read on the newspaper that Majimbo Kalasinga goes to the newspaper and writes that he is having a contest between him, Moses Wetangula, and Majimbo in the by-election of Chole Kapchai ward. If indeed it is my party leader, then it is funny. How can your small boy called Majimbo Kalasinga according to you compete you? Ask the people, ask what is wrong on the ground, not me. And secondly, my party leader, I am not a journalist. I am an MP. I sit with you in parliament. I don't sit in the press house, the media center, you know where it is. If you tell me that I read the news, I don't understand you. The media move on the ground by their own independently and research and write. Unfortunately, we want to give IEBC the first litmus test for Kenyans to trust you, IEBC, the new chair of IEBC. You must perform in these by-elections correctly. You must diligently give us the best results so that we can believe you for 2027. This is your acid test. If a candidate gets 20 votes, announce 20, not 21. If one gets 200 votes, announce 200, not 199. We are measuring you from this. 27th of November is just here. And I'm telling you, I'll move. If things don't go the way they are, I'm known by the same Moses Wetangula for moving petitions. I'll remove for your removal. But let's wait. Let's give you a chance, Mr. Chairman. We believe you are a bright. When I watched you through the interview, I was impressed when you are being interviewed. And your name came top. I thanked you. I congratulated you. But the first exam, paper 1 comes to you on 27th of November. That one, you have to tell us, actually, how best we are going to do this. Mheshimiwa, finally, Moses Wetangula. When the president was campaigning here, he told our people that 30% will come to Western on delivery of the votes. We delivered him as president. We did. We worked hard. We gave him a lot of votes from Bungoma. He's the president now. Where is our 30%? When Majimbo Kalasinga is demanding for 30%, I am not asking by bleeding. I am demanding because this is our house. This is our government. We don't have another government that we will come so that we say shall benefit. Those lorries, Mheshimiwa Wetangula, wewe uko karibu na rais. Because nikisema unasema mimi niko na tabia mbaya na rais. Wewe tunaenda kuandikisha sasa wapiga kura. Tunataka utuambie wapi lori zitasimama, watoto waanze kuingia. My boys are ready kuingia kwa hizo lori. Wakati wanaenda kuandikisha polisi, tunataka kutuambie soko gani, junction gani, primary gani, ward gani, malori zitakuwa zimesimama. Na sio malori za kubeba mahindi, malori za green za GK. Sichukue vijana. Na ni nyinyi vijana mwenye mndekana kupanda kwa hiyo lori, mnaenda na wale again wenye wanataka kumpea kwa lori kumwambia enda pikana kwa matanga. It's unfortunate. By the way, I don't blame my youths for even having those things kwa matanga. I'm telling you, some of the leaders don't want our kids to go to school so that they can be able to get a cheap market of people who can throw stones. I am saying that on 17th of November, 18th of November, 19th of November, and 20th of November, I'm going to give bursaries to schools, secondary schools in Kapchai constituency. I'm going to give out bursaries. I'm giving out the bursaries because I want us to take our kids to school so that when someone wants a person to throw stones, he will not find people here in Kapchai who can throw stones. So that he will go and import them here, and we shall ask them, who are you imported in this constituency? So that when you want to win election in Kapchai, we shall weigh your brain, sit with you, digest you, allow you, give us your manifesto, because I will have taken kids to school. So between 17th and 21st, I'm giving out full bursary to students who are in secondary schools. Tertiary school students will wait a bit. In the course of December, I will give you another date, and you come also sit and come through that vetting program. I have taken through all those time because I know very well, and I know very, very well that what we actually Kapchai are anxiously, they are anxiously asking Majimbo, msimamo wako ni nani katika hii kura ya Chwele Kapchai? Msimamo ya Majimbo kalasinga, mtu kwa MCA katika Chwele Kapchai. Nataka mtu mwenye mimi nikitoka asubuhi hapa, tutakuwa tumeongea naenda kupelekea watoto wangapi basari. Nataka MCA mwenye atapita hapa kura, akuwe wa kuniuliza asubuhi, Mheshimiwa MP, umeamuka namna gani? Uko na project gani? Na mimi niko na hii, tuweke pamoja watu wetu waende mbele. Nataka mheshimiwa mwenye atatoka hapa, kama tuko swala nyeti la sumbua watu wa Chwele Kapchai, apeleke katika assembly, aongee Kiingereza on the assembly. Watu ya Chwele Kapchai kuwe represented. Na huyo candidate is no other than Eric Wekesa. Where are you? Buka, I give you my blessings. As the area member of parliament, this now, for people, wale watu ambaye wamekuwa na wasiwasi, wameuliza maswali mingi, ubunge wa Kapchai ana nani katika hii kinyang'anyiro? Pia my party leader was asking me, akipika mafumbo. I know where you are watching. Now know that I have a right to support Eric Wekesa, who is an independent candidate, in this election. I'm just doing a repetition, because somebody will ask me, and you are in Fort Kenya, and you are telling us that you have Eric Wekesa. Yes, ask Didmas Barasa. When he was in UDA, he came here during a by-election and supported a Fort Kenya candidate for senator. That one you know. So I am just doing a replica of what Didmas did. And I did not see Fort Kenya complain that Didmas is coming to campaign for us. This is the candidate we shall work with. And my candidate, in my home, you have come to ask for a vote. I've agreed, I'll give you my vote.
Thank you.
In my compound, I have a mother, very old. I have a wife, and I have two firstborn and secondborn. They are eligible to vote. I will move with them to Sikusi Primary School to go and vote for you.
Thank you.
And how I pray that you conduct a peaceful campaign. When you are approached with the mipini, please kindly go back to your vehicle and go to your place. Don't fight back. Fighting back will ruin your reputation. I know you. You have been a student leader in a university. You have run for this seat for more than 3 times. You have been coming in number 2. I want to pray for this time round. I will support you and we shall move. We don't have much money.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa.
We don't have much money on our side. We don't have even money. But we can afford fuel to move, logistically to go.
Yes, Mheshimiwa.
There is a lot of money from the other side. My candidate, you will know that the other side has central bank. it can bring money. It has a county. In fact, the leader of the campaign from the other side is our governor in the county. We know the treasury is here. But I'm telling my people of Chwele Kapchai that when the money comes your way, eat that money like nothing. Eat the money. But this is the candidate. Have a word with this.
Thank you so much, Mheshimiwa Majimbo, MP mchapakazi wa Kabuchai. Kwanza mimi nimepata furaha moyoni getting vote number 001 of this constituency. This is not just a vote, Mheshimiwa. Apart from the ones we have counted, I know Linene Babandi nje Nobakusima. So I will just want to thank the media in English for 1 second. Then I thank my people in my dialect. What you have talked about covers up to my side. I want to appreciate you for being a big brother, for taking care of issues, pushing us. I'm strong, Mheshimiwa. I've faced situations worse than these ones we are seeing because we are out to fight for a better society. I want to thank you for always standing with the people. You are my mentor. You have mentioned your mentor. I want to mention my mentor here. My mentor is Majimbo Kalasinga. People should know that. And you are a mentor because of the way you do your thing, the way you run bursaries, the way you take care of people, the way you do structures in schools. For the first time, Mikabchai, including my alma mater, Bzakala Primary School. Kuna gorofa kubwa huko sana Mheshimiwa. I think I can vote for you even 17 times. Boko wale kimia kamia moja Mheshimiwa. If you wish not to go beyond that. Lakini kumanyira kuli whatever you will say in future, we will stand with you. Members of the press, thank you. But above all, I'm concerned about one thing, the harassment that is going on. I want to address that issue because Mheshimiwa, while we are in South Africa, 2 of my friends, you have mentioned them, one called Levi, another one called Robin, were arrested. And they were not arrested by the police. The surprise is that they were beaten before people by people in green uniforms and capes and frog-marched the police. When the public got interested to know what was happening, the police lied that they were taking them to hospital. Of course, I talked to the OCS, is on record on my phone, telling me that we have taken them to hospital. I went to BCRH, Bungoma. I did not find them there. I was informed that they were passed there and taken to the cell. I was shocked because they were supposed to be admitted because one of them had an injury on the back. Alipigwa na mpini na chuma. Robin. Levi akona amevunjika meno moja on the left, yet they were in police custody. I don't want to go so much into it because sababu najua wamepelekwa hata wako kotini because wamewekwa tangu Ijumaa. Now leo tumelazimisha tumeenda kwa ODPP with one of the mwanahabari yako hapa. Kufika kule wakaona kuna media wakahangaika kidogo wakasema wapeleke kotini. The surprise is that kucha wala mkoti, and therefore I want to speak in both because I will repeat a little bit in Kibuku. Let me just say in Kiswahili. When we reached the court, we were informed that they have been booked in court, yes, but there is no charge sheet. So what is happening ideally is to scare people from working with me. Wanakushika, wanakupiga, na wanakusomea. The few who have not been arrested, I have reported that Bajana Wabola Basa Zimbabwe, they tell the parent, you will bury this one. So tomorrow, I don't have anybody working with me. As I talk, the driver I have is from far. He doesn't know what is happening. If he discovered, he will discover today, he will run away. I'm left with my own brother mwenye ananifuata. But mzuri anajua gari. He is now sometimes acting as security and a driver because everybody has been threatened. We want to say this. Ekura ino Chwele Kapchai. Sisi wote ni watoto wenu. Whoever is doing that, because he said bali sino sichata olakolanga papa ewo mumaina fwe bana bo we sibisa bana bo Papa Moses sisi ni watoto wako esene mbire kura wo Tanganyika na abire kura wo Vincent na abire kura wo nono la panga olenyanga bapena wolo mwoli kura bapananga nono kwenya kupana abakupana anu sisi wote ni wako and all of us have supported you for all this time. We have voted for you. We just plead that we don't use security agencies. We rather talk to voters. Mimi nilisikia ati esia amasira omundi tikiti abakabire andi ndikeka alebusengo ifo ku campaign azike ifo bakwere tikitita akugenda busande takusaba bantu lakini kabali ukupana kuliyo akupane kwa akili. Let the fighting be mental. Let's exchange ideas. Esenge kolende hembanga busomi hembanga abantu ngebahayete balimi hembanga health which is in quagmire. Governor wa Bungoma badala ya kuchukua pesa kupeleka kwa mpini na kupeleka kwa matanga kuheko watu, governor anachukua hiyo pesa peleka hospitali. Watu wetu wako kwa shida. They are sharing beds. When I go there on 27th najua nitakuwa nasukuma hizo, lakini kabla nikuje governor anajaribu hii pesa kidogo ambayo tunatumia kwa matanga na kugawa watu. Mheshimiwa, they are giving 3,000 to a vote ya MCA. Haba ana chere buchitaru bandu befwe na abe kulire chechire edispenser eri amwala am canteen na kwa myaine abaka kulire sikiaza baranga eswele busere changata na wola elfu nola bana mundu akwa 200 musabe 800 no momo na chindi chiri wayi sikira abaza kale recho zita balangire bandu ena muyemba lakini umwami kusabanga na nasabele juzi okalanga na muyemba ta rufu akolanga asirindo andu wichire buzo wakole neno wakukabire neno transport ne pikipiki kunyala kwa umira kungira lakini bandu befu wakalia chiseni play kwekese kura for a better tomorrow. The last one, that's the last one. Haba kula IDs in our strongholds owana zipande abakwelefu para kulanga bipande na mbika munju bana bale bajendizi baleja babakezi. They will come to greet you. We know you. Stop buying IDs na wazula kuze zipande wakuzia hakio wele kabalinde nesima mheshimiwa nataka kuongea kwa Kiswahili kidogo kwa ile IDs. Wanaenda kwa maboma where we are strong wakinua ID moja shilingi 1,000. We know the ones doing it, we have the names, some we have even reported. Na nyinyi mkiendelea kutumia kunua IDs ndo haki ya mwananchi isijulikane, ndo haki ya mwananchi isikue. Jeni zizi wamesema watawatembelea na unajua kuwasalimia pia si mzuri. Sasa muache hizo vitu, msinunue vitambulisho na wewe pia usikubali kuuza kitambulisho, maana utakuwa umeuza masomo yako, umeuza barabara mzuri, umeuza afya yako, umeuza future ya watoto wako. Wewe habari ndio nako. Thank you.
We can take few questions. Very few.
Do you believe that the war you are facing is the decision you've taken to support it?
That war has been, this one is just the other extra end of the war. Me, I've had several wars from the same person. In fact, several wars from the same party. The reason why I've had wars is that I don't agree with what the party agree with. Like I never agreed with the finance bill. And I asked them, what was the party position? Nobody communicated to us. And again, a member of a party assists you only kwenda bunge. Ukifika bunge, you use your brain, you debate, and you vote. That's why we're members of parliament. That's why I want an MCA who will go to the assembly and not vote what he is told, but vote what he has seen on the ground. This man here. So according to me, this last war you are seeing, the one that is increasing, in fact, it is just got another notch higher. But I've been fighting this war, and this one you know, you know very well, that actually I've fought this war for long. They were from the same party because there are things of the party. I don't support government frustrating Kenyans. And unfortunately, that Fort Kenya is in the government. That's why I get the war, my brother. Yes.
You're saying it's
I want them to throw me out of the party. I will never move out of Fort Kenya. I am a Fort Kenya member of parliament who stay. In fact, I want to tell my Moses Wetangula, after these issues I'm going through, and after I win the election again, I'm coming for a party leader position. I want to be the party leader of this party. Yeah. Hiyo kiti yako ndio mimi nakujia. That is the thing, man. I'm a diehard. That hiyo swali nimeulizwa, nataka kuijibu properly. Mimi niliingia Fort Kenya. Mimi niliingia Ford 1992 na Masinde Muliro na John Baraza Mujasha and the team. Nikakuwa Ford, ikakuja ikavunjwa into Fort Kenya and Fort people. Wakati nilikuwa university, I was in Fort Kenya. Sisi ndio tulikuwa vijana ya Wamona kijana. Moses Wetangula, my party leader currently, my speaker, the speaker I respect, he knows that Wamona kijana aliniita Oginga Odinga House, Nairobi. By then it was Oginga Odinga House, ambayo Fort Kenya ilikuwa inakaa. Akaniambia, Majimbo, saidia huyu na vijana wa Sirisia constituency, saidia Moses Wetangula ni wakili. Atanisaidia makeses mingi because sasa he looks like he's a comrade. Nikaenda kusupport. My first function was to go. Nikatoka Nairobi straight to Luandanyi. Nikapata Moses Wetangula alikuwa Luandanyi. Alikuwa ameenda kupeleka mabati ya Luandanyi, ilikuwa imebebwa. Moses, if you remember. Nikafika hapo ukanipea, nikaongea, nika-address Kenyans huko. Nikasema nimetuma na Wetangula na Wamola kijana. I remember, Moses, you are wearing a red coat. Go back the wardrobe and check. Red coat. Nilifika hapo na the late Peter Kokonya. You remember very well. So, when I was in Ford, I moved to Fort Kenya. I am still in Ford. And Mheshimiwa Moses knows very well. He knows now here on media that Moses told me in 2002 that Moses Majimbo, where are you? I was in Mwenge House. It was in Mwenge House, Majimbo Kalasinga, Peter Kupepea, Wanjala Welime, the late. You see, they were the ones heading NARC, N-A-R-C. You remember well, Moses, you gave me 12 names with the 12 certificates, to write certificates for 12 councillors in the Sirisia constituency. From Luandanyi, from Mr. Honorable Kaita, Mohamed Malikisi, Rosemary Hisaluia. You know them. Mheshimiwa Nyanya, for this one. Here, I wrote 12. And the certificates wakati niandika nikazimaliza sote 12. Nikiwa Mwenge House. Nikakupikia simu, nikasema nipe nani? Ukasema teremuka hapo chini. Pea mtu anaitwa Meshak Wekesa Museveni. I gave 12 certificates to Meshak Wekesa Museveni for 12 councillors in Sirisia constituency. Kwani nilikuwa kwa chama gani nikiwa hiyo wakati hiyo? Mwingine anasema Majimbo alikuja jana. Mimi nilikuwa kwa chama wakati hiyo. I have a lot of history. Sisi tulikuwa tunafanya mikutano. Na huyu ndicho wako hapa. Huyu ndicho ameumia na chama. Tunatafutwa na tulikuwa tunatafutwa na KANU. Tulikuwa tunafanya mkutano tukitembea. Yaani you call for a meeting, mnakuja watu 20, mnatembea mkifanya mkutano because mkikaa chini mnashikwa na KANU, watu ya KANU. KANU Youth Wings. Tulikuwa natembea tunafanya mkutano, so you are the secretary, you are making minutes as we walk, this one says as we walk, tumaliza mkutano, then we disperse. That's how we are doing meetings. We need this. The democratic space we are enjoying now cannot be frustrated to us. We brought them. We worked hard. That's where I am. So if the question has come rightly, I'm going for party leader after this election. Yes.
Do you think this is your political undoing?
Now, that what Ekwena Yemurusiva is what I don't understand, my brother. Because I cannot be elected by the people of Kapchai and follow Ekwena when the voters have told me the finance bill ni mbaya. When the voters wameniambia Nzoia wasiuze. When watu wameniambia hapa CPC inatuumiza. When watu wanalia hapa kwamba SHA haifanyi. When nimeambiwa barabara lami kutoka Mhwea kucha Chwele yenye nilipikana rais ya kuja hapa alone, wamepikana vita wakamtoa hakukuja. You know that. You have that in record. So Ekwena Yemurusiva, I don't understand it. And let me tell you, by the way, I would rather be a good leader for 5 years. Kama Ekwena itanitoa initoe. I don't matter, but I will be a good leader. I will do the right thing for these 5 years. Do the correct thing. Hata siku moja nikitoka Kenya hii, watasema mtoto ya Majimbo yako wapi? Baba yake alituongoza vizuri. Some of these people are eating from the name of Wamona kijana who made good legacies, and them, yeah, they are gaining from them. Who want to associate with a person who killed Kenyans. They want to associate with Masinde Muliro, Mola Kijana, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. These are fighters of this. So I will do the right thing. I think what you have said is the undoing. I will call it, this is my best doing. Let me do it correctly so that I don't care. And you see, I also have a problem. I have a problem. I always go with my voter opinion. When they tell me this is the right thing, and I consult. By the way, I consult before I make a decision. I really consult. I consult the youth, niko na wazee, niko na wamama, niko na professionals, walimbu, and I have very good media relations. You guys wengi wako mnajijua. I consult before I do something. So it is not my undoing, but it's a good character. You must also see that if after this Ekwena Murusiwa, because Chikwena Chifuichanga, who will be there again after Ekwena? That is a good question. Yes. So Adingine is very interactive. We want to resist him between using the brains. And that one I will not release it here, because actually it can be used against me. Asante. Thank you very much. Moho agano abezaka riwazi. Kuga, you know what you do.